Hey guys, welcome back to Grover Home. We're going to do a thrift haul video today. This is going to be part one. There's two parts to this one. We have a lot of stuff that we've picked up over the last week or two. So let's get into all the fun stuff we got, what we look for, and some tips and tricks on how to get them. So first off, we picked up this really cool Top Gun thruster. It's a joystick. We got it for like $8 at the thrift store. The vintage one sealed was like $100. I think they're closer to like $40 unsealed. So we've still got to test it and make sure everything works, but it looked great, had everything in it, so it was worth the risk on it. We love getting board games. That's not a board game, but this one is. So the board games at the thrift store we go to, they vary between $2 to $4. So this is $2. I believe this one sells about 12 to 14. This Tripoli, it sells for a lot more, like in the 60 range if it has everything in it, but it was missing the chips and the cards. But for $2, I'd probably still be able to get like $20, $30 out of it because that little center thing is there and it's great. And we have a couple more board games that we were able to pick up. These ones were the good ones. I've done stack everything. These ones were $2 a piece. And there was two different ones of them. It pays to look out for board games. A lot of these games, especially if some of them are vintage or if they're like war type games, they sell for quite a bit. So these ones sell for like $30 to $40 something for them. That wasn't the board game, that was something else. And so for $2 a piece, those are great pickups. It's always worth looking through board games. This one's cool. It's as seen on TV. It's a Thrustmaster. It was like $3. They sell for like 20 something dollars. So pick that one up. Anything that's new in box always does pretty well because you don't have to quality check it and people know it's new and they can buy it for presents. Another thing that I love picking up are Scentsy candles. And I will tell you the trick with Scentsy is first off, make sure that they're all in there, like the whole thing is in there, nothing's broken. But this one's cute. He's completely in there. Little snowman. The big thing with Scentsy is unique ones. Holiday ones, sports teams, that kind of thing, they sell good. They sell the best. All your basic ones, like just like a brown colored one, they will sell. They're just not going to sell for a lot. So like, if you're looking for one, look for one holiday ones. So this one itself, we picked up for $5, and it sells for like $60. It's $80 something new, so I'm easily going to get like 40, 50 out of it. Just know that if you're looking at something, make sure you're looking at not the new price, look at the used price. You also can look at the prices that they've actually sold for, because just because something is listed for a price doesn't mean it's going to sell for that price. If there's a whole bunch listed around that price, it gives you a better idea. I've sold these so many times that I just kind of have an idea that they're going to sell for a certain amount or that kind of thing. Couple more Scentsy's. These ones are probably going to sell more in the $20 range. They're a little more basic, but they're still like holiday type or like a little more unique ones. These I got for $5 each too, so those aren't too bad of pickups. Candles are great if you get a hold of them. They're, as long as they're new, so you have to double check that they've never been used. It smells nice actually. And these ones, when I flipped them over, this one's a Bath and Body Works. This one doesn't say Bath and Body Works, but when I googled it, it was. And they were originally like $26 candles, so I'm gonna get 20 out of these, especially if they're a discontinued one. This one was this one was $1 and this one was $5 for some reason, but I'm gonna get 20 out of both of them, so it's pretty good pickup on those. Video games are an easy trap to fall into. So always double check them. Always double check that they're actually in there. If you can get them complete, they're worth more money every time. So you want to make sure the manual, the better condition they are in. You have to test them. These ones I was able to pick up for $2 a piece. And all of these games sell for around $12. So they're not the high dollar ones. The Mario ones are the ones more that you're always looking for. Those are usually the ones that are going to sell for more. But these will all sell for in the $12 range plus shipping. And so for $2 a piece, they're a great pickup. It keeps all the video games in my store moving constantly. The more you have of a selection, the more people are going to buy from you. I don't buy a ton of clothes anymore. They just don't move for me. So if you're watching for somebody that does clothes, I'm going to show you shoes, but I'm not going to show you a lot of clothes. So Solomon running shoes, these are one of my favorite brands if I can get a hold of them. I find them a lot here where we live, and I don't see a lot of other resellers that do Solomon's, but they are up there with like the Merrells and all those other kind of Hokas. They sell pretty good for me in the $25 to $38 range. I picked these guys up for just a couple bucks and they were in pretty good shape, so they were worth the fight. You will occasionally see this guy in the videos because he likes to help out. Don't worry, everything gets cleaned and it gets lint rolled before it gets put away, and then it also gets lint rolled before it ever gets shipped, so he does not get his hair on anything. These are some Sorels I picked up. Sorels is another good brand for me. I'm able to find them all the time. They sell pretty well. These ones, I paid a little up for them, $10, but look at the soles of them. They're like almost perfect shape. And they sell for like $30 to $40. These are great ones. These are like everyday kind of Sorels, so somebody would wear these just with a regular outfit. So they're a pretty good pickup. These ones are heavier duty Sorels. They're Joan of Arc's. These sell for like $60 to $80. They were also in great condition, so I paid up for them $10 because they look almost brand new. Like you could mark them new without box. I'm not going to because I know they're used, but they're in such great condition. So I always make sure to highlight the condition when they're in really good condition like that so that people know that that's the deal. So something you do need to be on the lookout for. So we found this cute little snow globe. Let me turn it. And I turned it on and it worked. So I was excited because it actually had batteries and worked. And I looked them up and they sell for like close to $30. And then I got them home and the umbrella is broke. If you can see it rolling around in there. So always check your items. I only paid $3 for it, so it's not a big deal. I'm going to look it up and see how much it's worth, and maybe I can still sell it for cheaper. Sometimes broken items will still sell for less. It just depends on how collectible the item is. But always double check your items because it happens. We got this really cool old gumball machine. Picked this one up for $4, and it's vintage from the 80s. So that one will be a cool fun flip. And one of the things I love selling is Christmas ornaments. These ones are Krubs. These ones are Roush. I paid $2 and $3. I don't pay more than a couple bucks for Christmas ornaments or it's not worth it. This one is a Shiny Bright box. Only 3 of these are Shiny Brights. I'll break the others out of here and make different lots. Actually, that one might be a Shiny Bright. These other ones I'll break up. If you keep watching us and subscribe to us, I constantly buy Christmas ornaments. I'll give you tips and tricks on how to do Christmas ornaments, ship them, what to do. I keep a box of random Christmas ornaments so I can always just put them in. But the last great find that we got was a full Bosch working. So this one I've still got to figure out whether I want to sell it complete or I want to piece it out. Usually what I do is whether it's too heavy to ship completely together or too big that it's going to cost too much that somebody won't want it. Or if it's not working, you can piece it out. Or sometimes you make more money piecing it out. So there's a little tip for you. Let me know in the comments what you liked, what you want to see more of, and watch for part 2 where you see the rest of our haul.